some tips that I kind of already knew from the start, but like, and most people probably don't realize this as much. I think I'm around number 9 in bestiary. I'm bestiary 98 out of to be 99. So I just want to share some like pretty simple bestiary and tactics or strategies, I guess, for getting higher, because it's kind of the only thing left in the game really to do after a while. So this is a witch farm. Briefing was the one that taught me this. So yeah, shout out to him. But build a farm like this with the water flowing down, and you want to have someone AFK on your island. Like I have my ult here. Like around 20 blocks away from this, so mobs start spawning, and every time you have to lobby swap for something, you just go back. Oh my god, it's so annoying. You just go back to spawn. You set your spawn point here, and then you just go to hub. You come back after like 1 or 2 minutes if you're lobby swapping, and you come back. Oops, and you IS. You come back and you just kill the mobs every so often. This is how you could get your witch bestiary up. Unlike the rest of the people around my level, everyone just did the witch bestiary when this wasn't bugged. Because before, you could put lava down here, and the only mobs that will survive is a witch, so it's a lot easier to farm it then. And also, there was a bug with Terminator where you could shoot the witches from other people's islands, so you could basically just hard boost witch bestiary. With that, I didn't get to use that, so yeah, that's real depressing. Now another thing that I want to stress about doing bestiary is that, especially the Nether ones, is that you really want to do this in groups. Like my entire grind, I didn't do it in groups. I'm about to be done soon. I'm gonna finish Duke tomorrow, and I already finished Mage, Outlaw, and yeah, these mini bosses right here, they usually have way too much HP for you to like solo, unless of course you're wearing wise armor. Now wise armor is better if you're soloing, but if you're doing it in a group, I recommend you to just use a storm set or an aurora set if you have. Now if you have aurora set, it's probably better than wise. I'm not sure though. I don't have aurora, so I can't really test it. But also you should be using sheep pet if you're staying in the same lobby. For me, I only have 2 bestiaries left, so it's more worth it to just lobby spam between Bladestone and between Duke. And if you're lobby spamming, you'll have full mana anyway, so you won't run out of mana using G-Drag. But usually what I do when I didn't finish Mage yet was I would have auto pet rules for Wise Dragon and Sheep Pet, and I wouldn't kill the minis in it. At least the Bladestone and Duke. You could get away with using Storm and G-Drag from Mage Outlaw, but you swap to this in the downtime in between, and you just try to kill these Nether bestiaries over here as reasonable as possible. My bees for them, they're not the highest, but like you want to try to balance them a bit. Maybe don't get too high on Wither Skeleton. It's really slow compared to some of the other ones. Macho obviously being also really slow. And I already have a video on it, but like, yeah, please don't kill Duke from up there. It's terrible. You're just griefing it for everyone. Kill Duke from down here. It's so much easier. It's literally just free. Look, I don't run out. Oh wait, this is a horrible example. But oh yeah, you could use sheep and Wither Gogs too. It does more damage, but I find it that if your lobby spam between 2, you still run out of mana sometimes. So it's not very enjoyable. And if you're using Storm, or even when you're using Y, sometimes if the server lags or there's a non-griefing, Grimoire is so useful. It's literally just infinite mana. You convert 15 soul. Well, you convert oh no, you don't even use soulful. You just get 300 free mana. Wait, no. You use 15 soulful and you get 600 overflow mana, and you could just infinitely spam hype with this, and you're constantly healing with hype anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And another thing with equipment, you want to run mana regen, mana pool, obviously, for these. I'm kind of broke on Moon Cloak. Don't bother with Breeze. With the amount of nons that grief you during Duke, Breeze is literally just useless. And you really want Vanquished Glowstone Gauntlet because it's very cheap to get 10-10, and 10-10 of these is amazing. It's super useful. You could use Gauntlet of Contagion. I have I have one here. Gauntlet of Contagion. But only use this if in between you're farming either flares, which hold on, where's flare? Oh yeah, blaze and where's flares? Flares. If you're farming flares in between the sessions, because you usually have like a 1 minute to like 1:30-minute time frame after you kill every mini boss to grind the mobs. So if you're grinding flares, yeah, use Gauntlet Contagion obviously because it counts as 3 kills. And if you're grinding the jockeys, the magma cube and pigment jockeys, you also want to use Gauntlet Contagion because without it, I think it only counts for pigment kills. So yeah, that's not very nice. Now another thing with the lobby swap thing is you could do /warp nest. Set one of your keys to /warp nest. So instead of doing witch, so if you're done with the witch bestiary, you could warp nest in between lobby spamming, and that's the best way to do. Oh hey, there's a witch. That's the best way to do brood mothers, from what I know. Now another small thing that I wish I probably should have done way earlier, but like make sure you do like time gated bestiary. So like on hubs, the zombie villagers. This is a really easy bestiary. I don't know why I haven't gotten it to at least 8 yet. Like this is one of the freest bestiaries, but it's time gated, so you gotta pay attention to the time. And you know, I'm kind of just lazy like that. But yeah, 2.5k of this is easy. Same with the gas. Gas is a bit slower than zombie villager, but like still 2.5k is nothing compared to what I have these, which are 15k. Like this, gas bestiary is basically like probably one of your lowest bestiaries, and you should definitely get it up. It's really easy. It just as long as you pay attention to time. And obviously the last time gated one is a spooky event. Make sure to do the mobs in spooky event as much as you can, because most of these bestiaries are probably relatively low and easy to get up. And I think that's about it for this video, I guess. Oh yeah, I have the cobblestone gen. Thank you to Implodin and that one guy who made the cobblestone video. This is probably the best method for the 1 million Fiesta thing. I'm currently like 6 right now because yeah, I'm still missing spooky. If I did spooky, I think I'll be 4 maybe. I'm not sure, but I still gotta do spooky. I might be able to make the next one. I'm not sure, but yeah. Bye.